my with my Dollar Tree little fancy headband. Dollar Tree. Anyway, I'm here. I'm watching. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. I'm watching Down the Rabbit Hole News, and she's watching JLR. She's streaming live, streaming JLR. Also, Nerdy Addict and Brian Enton drop-ins. Because what's happening now is they're saying, here, let me turn it down. They're saying that SWAT is out there. And okay, wait, listen.
That is so annoying after a while. Let me go back here real quick and see if there's anything else new from Brian Enton's side.
Okay, so we're going to Brian Enton.
From the scanner at 2:24 p.m. It said Oro Valley Police and Pima County Sheriff. The scanner said Pima County.
I think they're being punked by SWAT. I really do.
Search.
Because we got JLR and a bunch of other people at one location. Enton says he's with SWAT, but he's not disclosing the location. And I just think everybody's being punked. Let me try and get this light down further so it's not. There we go, that's better. So somebody's getting punked. And I think it might be JLR. And it could be a ploy to get them away from Nancy's house. I mean, people are really getting upset with them. Hanging around there, clogging up their road, throwing trash, getting in the way. I think they're getting tired of it because more and more people are coming out. What are they doing?
It's just the SWAT rolls out.
So, I mean, updates today. The guy who emailed Harvey at TMZ about give me money and I will tell you who the kidnapper is. And then the last time he said something, he said this will be the last time. And then he sent one today. So we knew it wasn't going to be the last time. And he said that he's saying that the FBI is undermining him by bumping the reward $100,000. So what he wants is $50,000 towards the Bitcoin. And he's not going to touch it until they get to the real kidnapper. And then another $50,000 when they get the real kidnapper. And then he'll cash the Bitcoins out. He doesn't want his identity known because he doesn't want to get arrested. That's so sus. Just go to the friggin' FBI and make a deal. Get an attorney and make a deal. If you really have the information, make a deal and turn it in. I think Harvey should pay. I think Harvey from TMZ should pay the friggin' $50,000.
I don't know if you emailed me.
Just to get the name.
We've already played this
Just
video.
to get the name. If it's true. But I think everybody's just being punked. I think this poor woman, I think this guy might have been a random, creep. And she might have left her door unlocked.
First of all, look at this. This is the road.
That other video where that guy,
just how much media there
they
is
caught
out there.
on somebody's porch. He was creepy and he kind of moved around like the other guy.
Some of the live shots I've heard reporters doing are like in different languages. It's raining today, by the way, which is unusual. Obviously, here in the desert, I've been here almost 2 weeks and it hasn't rained one day. But it started raining
he's
today.
talking to Jesse on.
It's interesting for the investigation. I mean, if there were tire
I think
tracks
he's
or
talking
anything,
to Jesse.
that could be an issue.
No, this isn't the one.
2 weeks, so they've probably already, hopefully looked for those kinds of things. This is Nancy's house right here. You can see that there is a Pima County Sheriff's deputy out front. Initially, they just had the house totally unsecured with no deputies around.
So the pool guy came out today to clean her pool.
Here around the clock.
The family,
Kind of keeping an eye
I
on
mean, it
things,
must be
making
just a
sure that
regular
no walks on the
scheduled
property.
maintenance thing.
Today
And
there was kind of
they allowed it.
I'm excited about about this. There was a pool cleaner that came.
Yeah, the pool
service
guy came
and
out.
They actually let that person go back into the back of the house. This is our News Nation setup right here. That's Mo, our cameraman. Hey, Mo. He's waving. He's, I think, grumpy because of the rain. And it's been a long couple of weeks, as you can imagine. But I want to show you.
Yeah, I can't imagine camping out in front of somebody's house who's a victim.
And you can see,
It's got to be weird. Has to be weird.
There's cactuses, there's bushes, there's rocks.
What's going
and
on?
when you go back
Chrome couldn't
a little
update
bit
for
off
the
the
latest
road,
version
which
for
I did the
this
other day,
now.
and it's kind of
Okay,
walking
well,
through the
I'm not
desert,
gonna
you can
do
see
that
how
right
hard
now.
it is to see the
I'm
road.
gonna do it right now.
Oh my God, it's all. By the way, the sheriff said that nobody, it's 3 hours ago, nobody has been cleared in Nancy Guthrie's disappearance or abduction, not even the family. That was 3 hours ago. So with him saying about they were able to clear some people through the DNA, I guess I don't know what that means. If 3 hours ago, he
And
said
the sheriff has his
nobody's been-
panties in the wad
nobody's
because
been
people
cleared.
are accusing
So I don't know,
him
it's like a lot of
of
contradictions, but okay.
So even
people
if
are
the house
accusing
is-
him
this
of
is Nancy's neighbor, even if the house
withholding
like
evidence
this had
from
a
the
camera,
FBI
it would be very
and
difficult to actually
sending
see
that
what's
glove out
happening
to
on the
a
road.
different
Not to mention
DNA source.
at night it's like pitch black around here. They have an ordinance here that you're not allowed to have lights out at night because of all the stargazers. So
Sending it out and not giving it to the FBI to send to Quantico. So they're saying that he's withholding information, he's being difficult, he's letting his ego get in the way. And then he got on with, what's her name? She's on News Nation now. She used to be on ABC.
I'd be so annoyed. I'd be like, hurry up and get out of here.
Oh, I can't think of her name. I'll look it up. But he had an interview with her, and he was like totally in defensive mode. He just said too much. He just said too much. He can't control himself. He really can't. I think he meant to get on there to dispel that rumor, which I don't think it's a rumor, but dispel it, and then he just over-explained. So when you over-explain, you're just being defensive, and it's most likely true. Just saying. But it's been kind of, nothing's going on, so they're gonna, the media they were like sharks in the water, red meat, blood in the water. What else? There was an update that I forgot to share yesterday. So they upped the reward. They did have that one guy on the porch. I can't even remember what it was. I was like, I should write a list so when I get on here I don't miss anything, because my ADHD brain is like Elizabeth Vargas. So the sheriff had an interview with Elizabeth Vargas, so he can dispel these false rumors. Whatever.
Based on just how confusing neighborhood can be to get in and out of. Some construction happening here. There's a lot of construction in the neighborhood. I've noticed a lot of landscapers, a lot of people doing work on houses.
Yeah, see, there is a lot of people that are like contractors, subcontractors roaming around. That one woman who said about that guy coming up door to door saying, I can do solar, or I could do this, that, and he had no tools. He had no insignia on his, I think he had a van. She said it was sus, and she was going to report it to the police. Hopefully she did.
So here's another intersection here.
Somebody surveilling the neighborhood to find out who's alone, who's vulnerable. And Nancy was. Is. I mean, hopefully it is. And it was, but I don't know. I think whatever happened right away, which is typically the case. And everybody else is playing games. They're saying that they have DNA. DNA outside of family and associates and workers or whatever. So I don't know. It doesn't look good at all. It looks like something bad happened with this weird person, and everything else we're being punked. Or they're punking people. It's just a bad situation.
Too, Martha, I'm wondering if it's just, I mean, Ensign said that there was a SWAT, so that did happen. It's just, to me, it's kind of weird for a SWAT to tell people where they're going and when they're going to appear.
I know you're not. SWAT is not going to say, "Okay, guys, we're going to head to ABC Street, you know, apartment B at 9:59. Meet us there." They're not going to do that because they know they're going to blast it all over the place, and then the person they're trying to catch is going to disappear. So they ain't doing that. They're punking everybody. Oh, did she hang up? Listen to me sounding like showing my age. So let's see. Let's see Nerdy Rabbit, Nerdy Addict. He got on. Nerdy Addict. Come on, I think you were still live. Were you? There you go. You're live.
We're going to move to the next one. Thank you, filming subscriber, Kristen Gomez.
Let me get him a light.
These are trespassing, breaking in ones. This one, let me put it up on the screen.
So, Nerdy had
to
put out a
tweet. Want me
tweet.
to rewind? I'm going through some of these in real time for the first time. So, 15, so January 15th of this year, this individual was able to enter our property through the large gate without being captured by the garage camera. But he was recorded on his way out. The video shows him exiting our courtyard, backyard patio area, holding something in his hand. As he leaves the property, he deliberately walks behind the bushes.
So these are people who are roaming the neighborhoods.
I'm checking some of these out for the first time, Paula. Some of these I've seen. There's one funny one that I saw, but I haven't watched these. So we're watching them together as we await updates. Here's a property. Deliberately walks behind the bushes, seemingly to avoid the camera. I saw one of these.
So random people just roaming the neighborhoods, checking out. I
stopped watching.
There was a place I lived in Daytona Beach, and
we do not recognize this person.
we had our windows open because it was cool enough at the time, and we had a window on our back door. I had that open, and I happened to be working, and I just heard the slightest little
January 15th
sound. It was like, it really wasn't a sound. It was like a shift or something. And I walked over to that window, and there was somebody checking my car door, and I had a faulty door in the back that didn't lock with the automatic lock, so it was open. And luckily, I just had my laundry in there because I was getting ready to just drive up to the laundry room, which was the next building over. But was it that time? Well, it happened twice. So, he just opened the door and I was just like, hey, and he ran off, right?
Anything from that one? I'm making
but he was just going around checking everybody's car doors and just happened to be open because of that faulty lock. But I was out.
January 17th.
The next time, same thing happened, and my ex's van, his work van, was out there, and I heard a little bit of a pop, and I could see the van move, and I called my ex, and he went out there in his bare feet, in his shorts, and chased this guy down because the guy busted the window.
Eva's also, she's got headphones, and she's going to be joining. She said Dolly Vision may have identified where SWAT is.
But it wasn't like, it was almost like a,
it's a Zoom link here.
they use something where it just kind of maybe a plunger or something, so it didn't make a loud noise. It just made that slight little noise, but I caught it. And my ex chased him down. I don't know how many blocks. I called the cops.
Hearts are way. So glad you're back.
But, of course, they didn't catch him. But he was a big dude and a little psycho. So he wasn't afraid. And he was from Detroit and Flint, or his neighborhood. So he was not afraid. And me being from Brooklyn, I would do the same thing because, I don't know, your adrenaline gets going and you just don't think. And, because I went at first running after them.
It doesn't seem that way.
And then I thought, oh, let me call the cops. And then sadly, after I moved, about a year after I moved away from there, I found out on the news that one of the residents who lived there, he was in the laundry room there, which was the next building over from where I lived. I was always creeped out in that laundry room, always. And somebody came into the laundry room and they wanted his car because he must have drove up there, because we all drove up there, even though it was just like the next building over. Just when you loaded up with laundry, it was just easier. And they killed him. They went in there and they shot him and they took his car, and he wasn't found until the next morning. I think Pam, she was the manager.
Nice red dog.
She must have found him, or one of the maintenance people found him, or a neighbor. I don't know. It was sad, but I knew something bad was bound to happen in.
So again,
It was actually in South Daytona, so there's pockets there that were not good, and that was kind of one of the bad areas. Could be bad. But it was sad.
Interesting.
It was really sad. And at the same time, it was like, I was not surprised because I had such a bad feeling every time I would go do my laundry. So I always had my phone ready. Of course, my ex, knew exactly like my routine, that I would just go there and then leave. I had somebody steal my underwear, and it turns out it was a neighbor. It was just like, I didn't live there long. It was really sad.
It's from January 20th.
So they did.
Are within 5 miles of Nancy.
That's a new shooting.
Onto our property and checked our mailbox just after midnight on January 20th.
Yeah. So he was 67. I mean, we're talking it was 13 years ago, right? Something like that. 13 years ago. Yep, he had a Mitsubishi Galant, which
is crazy to us. Like Florida,
and it was new, and
it's almost like
that's a popular,
there's bad parts of Florida,
Hondas and
everybody's armed.
Sad.
Like, we don't see this.
I did find a wedding band and an engagement ring cheap.
This is crazy.
Like somebody threw it. I held on to it to see if anybody was looking for it. Nobody's looking for it. So. Oh, he didn't die without a fight. See, I didn't read the whole. I forgot the story. He was doing laundry. That's so sad. They wanted his car.
Sees anything, they won't pause.
Maybe his money.
Rewind it. Okay, now. On to the next one. Next one says.
There was some defense, so he did fight back. I don't remember hearing that.
Came twice to my home with a tool in hand to break in.
No wallet, and his car was gone.
Now. Second time this week. And here's that footage. Oh, this is the same house, so it is the second time.
Okay, he's just watching some footage.
Nobody's been detained. You heard it from me because it was a mistake. The person that's
so the management, and that's Pam. I know she is. She was there at that time.
I thought the guy I can't.
She was not a nice person, but she could get pretty nasty with people. Most managers can, though. She was like, management at Gulfview Apartments issued a letter asking residents to be vigilant and aware of their surroundings. I bet people were like, I'm moving out of here. And they got, dinged for moving out. Although I think there's a law where if there's violence or whatever, there's a disclosure thing. Because something happened. I think there might be a disclosure, or something happens, you can leave. I don't know if they ever caught the person. This just tells what happened. Just so sad. wonder if I knew him or met him because it was not, I mean, I'm talking, um, that, I wonder if my ex was still there. Maybe that's where I heard. I'm talking, yeah, within months. So sad. I don't know if they ever caught anybody. So yeah, this is a new report. One person in custody during South Daytona police shooting. In South Daytona, yeah, this was a couple days ago. Yeah, it wasn't the best neighborhood. I mean, neither was Daytona Beach when I lived there. Oh. Oh. Um, yeah, that's. I don't know if they ever caught. Oh no, here it is. 3 family members. Oh, 3 family members arrested in connection to laundry room slaying. Um, Police in South Daytona announced on Tuesday. It took them, how long did it take them? Almost a year. Police in South Daytona announced on Tuesday the arrest of 3 people, all relatives, in connection to the death of a man found in an apartment complex laundry room. Officials say 67-year-old Donald Clark, who is a recently retired car salesman, was shot to death last year in the laundry room of the apartment. Clark had been shot once in the head at close range during an apparent robbery. He just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. It was a 17-year-old who shot him. His 19-year-old cousin helped afterward, and the teen's 58-year-old grandmother, who goes by Gangster Granny, lied about the crime. Oh, she was pretty famous in that area. It was just a crime of opportunity because they wanted. I'm wondering if. I'm wondering because it kind of fits the description of the kids that were just going door to door with the cars in the back, the one that I caught, and then the 2 that I caught. Yeah, the age of the shooter is a stunner. Yeah, it is. I mean, jeez. Charge. Yeah, first degree. So I don't know what happened after that. I'd have to look into it. But that's crazy. Anyway, let's see if anything's coming up. Oh, there's Eva.
Dolores, thank you.
Oh.
Dawn, thank you. Art for Cash, thank you.
So I got off track.
Appreciate everyone's support.
I got off track.
So this one is certainly interesting. I don't know. I can't see facial features. He's got the hoodie up. We see a backpack, but apparently this is like a whole thing in Tucson. Everyone, I guess, has a backpack. You can't see the ring cameras. You can only see Eva. Okay, now you can see. I'm going to play it again. Thanks for the heads up. It's Friday the 13th. Everyone remember that. It's been a rough day. We're going to continue having problems throughout the evening. That's fine. We'll fix them. So this is reported as someone trying to look in cars and open car doors.
Oh, kind of like what
Lisa
I was
says
talking about
it's
where I
a
lived.
college town,
And I caught him
then jumps
twice.
the fence and it stops there. I'll play it one more time since we thought we were playing it.
Yeah, they just go,
thank you for
you know,
subscribing.
door to door, see what's open. Like I said, my car door happened to be open because it was a
Kathy.
defect
Should be
in the
seeing
lock.
camera on your screen now. and some pumpkin. I don't know
And
why
I would
it
always
does
forget to
pumpkin.
lock it, but I didn't have anything in
Here
that
we are.
car. You know,
So
I
we
had
can't
dirty
see any
laundry in there and could have taken that and
facial
done my
features
laundry.
there. Next one. This is from, again, February 5th. This is at 1:34, say a.m.
And they were
Mountain
doing
Standard
for
Time.
where I lived.
All the
It wasn't
description
really that
says is
late. It wasn't the middle of the
1:34
night that I
a.m.
remember.
Anyone
Although I've
recognize
always been a night owl.
this man? Going up on your screen for real.
It was late, and it was dark back there.
Here that footage is.
What's this? Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah,
Oh, who is
We
that?
sold that Tucson was safe when we first
He
started.
looks like an
this
old man,
town.
though. He looks like he's about 80 years old.
There's no crime reported on this one, like the other ones will indicate person trying to break in the car doors.
I don't know.
This
It's
just says
scary out
recorded
there.
on-ring video,
Everybody.
doorbell wired,
Anybody who's listening.
1:34 a.m.
It's just
Anyone
scary out there.
recognize this man? And it could be said that this is after Nancy went missing, and people could be just asking and looking and reviewing and putting out to the public. This does not look to be the same body type, not the same walk. Barbara says we have lots of homeless in Midtown and South Tucson. Where Nancy lives, it's safer.
Apparently, it's not safer because for Nancy.
Okay, on to the
But
next
it
one.
could be an inside job. It could be something, an inside
This
job.
one, guy walking around looking at cars.
I don't know what I'm
This
going
is
to do
from
when I'm,
February 8th.
you know,
Not seeing this
I
one
hope I
either.
don't ever have to have any home health aides in because they're sus. The ones I see around, that's creepy. The ones I see around are sus. Doesn't take
The dinging
much.
sound are people subscribing,
training.
Mickey.
It doesn't pay a lot. And they might be
I
fine,
like to give them a little
but
ding
it's
when they
family
subscribe.
members.
And the pumpkins
that
are what
can-
people subscribe to.
You know, like they may clear all kind of background checks,
Yoda,
but who are they bringing
thank
in?
you very much.
Because
There,
I
you get you
talked
something
about it the
spicy
other
for
day,
tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's
where
Valentine's Day. It's supposed to be Oreo
my
teddy
mother's
bears,
friend,
up till 3
she had a home
They're
health
looking for
aid
updates
person
on this.
come in. She had
This
some
guy
pretty
has a younger
severe
face
surgery. She was laid up. And so my mom
Pause a
lived
couple
right by her,
times
so she
here.
was going over there
No
to chat.
mustache, right?
And the girl was bringing her boyfriend,
Doesn't
who
look
was
to have
totally
a mustache.
sus. And
Night blue, I'll show
you know,
the
and-
funny one
and-
again.
and her friend couldn't
makes me laugh.
get up. She wasn't ambulatory at the time, and so he was going through her
That one
house.
Doesn't
So
seem
my
to be
mom
related.
reported the girl,
This one
and
is.
got rid of
I
him.
get it, Jack laughed
Um,
4 times.
You know,
Thanks for subscribing, Flo.
But
Thanks for subscribing,
thank God
Pat
my
Troyer.
mother. She had my mother,
This is on the Ring app.
because God knows
person
what would have
says-
happened.
They post a
Um,
picture.
So,
Post a picture of their paper towels, Kirkland too. It's not like they were Bounty and really expensive, but apparently they meant a lot to this person. And they said I lost 20 pack of paper towels somewhere on.
I'd be mad. I like my paper towels.
Safeway heading north. I would appreciate it if you could return them. And thank you for picking them up. So that was also one of them.
I like my paper towels. I get the really thick, like, you know, choose your size,
Very
big,
important.
huge roll.
I mean,
And they actually have a
almost 20
pretty
bucks, I guess, maybe.
nice print on them,
Paper towels are expensive, yeah.
and they are expensive.
I think
But they have like,
give them back.
look at that, I like the little stampage they have going on there. So if somebody taking my paper towels, I'd be upset. They are expensive.
It's just driving all around Tucson, trying to look for the squad. They're playing like hide and seek, and I think they have trolls in their streams that are giving them false addresses on purpose. And what's really shitty about that, like, it's funny, but it's not. It's pouring down rain there tonight, so they're all driving through the rain.
They're
It's
being
kinda funny,
punks.
actually. I think that's why Brian didn't respond, or I've just gotten on his nerves because I was setting so many choppers. I was like, you need that night that the army chopper was circling the mine. And there was other people, like Pretty Lies and Alibis was following that chopper too. Like other people in true crime that were smart were following it. And then it landed, and then the med flight came in. It was like 2 a.m. and I'm like texting him, like, you should go to the hospital. And he's like, you like to watch choppers a lot. And then I started hearing less and less from Brian.
Oh, nerdy.
But I think he's actually guarding. If he knows where it is, he's got the scoop, right? He's not going to give the scoop out to everyone.
Right. Brian's
So
just not spilling the tea because
I'm sure you're not the only one texting him either while he's there. So
nerdy
True.
texting him and making fun of him, trolling him.
Like
I just said it. So Brian at 10:20, 1 minute ago, there's an active situation happening right now involving the Pima County SWAT team connected to the Nancy Guthrie investigation.
Uh-oh.
I'm here, but not revealing location to not interfere with the investigation.
Yeah.
This makes me feel a lot better. This makes me feel like he wasn't just ignoring me and my text messages, but he was making sure that no one got the scoop. So I'm going to put that up on the screen. We'll get back to the ring cameras in a second. The real reason...
he loves you.
I know. I'm just
Oh.
being my insecure
I know they.
self.
Well, he's from. Brian is from
so-
Florida too. Nerdy's from Florida.
Let's see. This is the tweet.
I want to say the
Up
Jacksonville
here,
area,
there's
but I'm
an
not
active
sure.
situation happening right now. I'm going to make... I'm sorry.
Hang on.
Make this a little wider for the boomers in the back. Okay. There's an active situation happening right now involving the Pima County SWAT team connected to the Nancy Guthrie investigation. I'm here, but not revealing location to not interfere with the investigation. Brian Adams is going down. I think Brian followed him.
Okay,
He's been
so
here
he's
since the
tweeting.
jump, and he's been sitting in his car. I
How-
asked
when
why
was
he was
that?
driving
At
earlier.
10:20,
I think he's been
just
sitting
now.
there so long that he went to get snackety snacks.
Auburn's little face popped up in your screen.
I figured it would. Yours was popping up as the blue guy in the back.
All right. Well, so Brian has
So,
the scoop, but he's not
interesting.
revealing it because he doesn't want all the
Developments.
watch. Now JLR and all them, they're going to be
Auburn
trying to
was-
figure out where
Auburn said
Brian's
she loves
at.
your mom and she hopes your life is good. All right, so we're gonna get back to some of these ring cameras.
Hang on.
This
I want to see
is
something.
a porch pirate from January 3rd, and it just says. Well, what's interesting is that timestamp says January 3rd, but the neighbor says it's January 4th. But before I
See what
even
happens.
get into that, let's see if it's relevant. Someone just walks up and steals a package here. Confident Joy and Tracy, thank you for becoming members. It's appreciated. And the timestamp at the bottom says 1/3/2026.
I'm just
Brian's
looking
on
at it.
vacation now, so give me 1 second to pull it up. There he is. Thank you for giving me the heads up. Play this.
They are the ones that moved in on this particular house.
They're not paying attention to their chat.
Handcuffs, or were they
What is
walked
this?
out? Did they look like they were being arrested or just detained?
So it was a man and a woman, and it was hard to tell because it's so dark. And some of this is from sources. Some of this is not what I saw a little bit of it, but I'm also hearing that from several sources in terms of who was pulled out. So I couldn't see if they were handcuffed. But I am told that it was a man and a woman, and there may also be a traffic stop close by that's also involved, which I'm trying to sort of piece that part of the puzzle together right now. But again, I do know for
So
sure.
the person was detained.
to the Nancy Guthrie investigation.
I was right. I was just about 15 minutes too early, even though it's from the other day.
Close to Nancy Guthrie's home.
So Nerdy Addict tweeted a person was detained because that's what he got from a source that he trusted. But and he tweeted it out, and then he realized it was the old detainee.
Released, although the FBI and Sheriff's Department did
So he
take
took it
his
down.
electronics
But now they have a person detained.
Yeah, 2 people detained.
2 people detained, a man and a
So I
woman.
just want to listen in real time. This is live. I'm going to rewind it, so just give us a second here.
We're about 30 minutes from, I would say roughly 30 minutes from Nancy Guthrie's house, so we're not very far away.
So 30 minutes away.
It's very, very dark out here, by the way. They don't have streetlights in this neighborhood either. But yeah, it's in Pima County, so much closer than when, like you said, when we went to Rio Rico the other night, when it was what seemed to be kind of a false alarm. They took the man named Carlos into custody. They detained him, questioned him, and let him go. But that was much farther away. That was like over an hour away, very close to the Mexico
So 2
border.
people detained,
This
a man
is,
and a woman, and then
the
there's the
Tucson
traffic
area in
stop
Pima County.
too.
I would guess, I need to look on my map, but I would guess about 30 minutes from Nancy's house.
30 minutes
We've
out
heard a
from
lot about
Nancy's
the
house.
coordination or lack of coordination between the FBI and the Pima County Sheriff's Department. And as I was talking with Agent Black, there's also a number of other law enforcement agencies in Arizona. It's a big state. Of course, you have Tucson Police Department. You have State PD Police, Arizona State Police. You have police in Phoenix who obviously are aware of this. Have you heard of any kind of communication or coordination between those more local law enforcement agencies as they've been trying to search for a new break in this case, knowing that the suspect could be anywhere?
So this could be related to,
Yeah, so
I mean, there's,
because I was told the FBI is here also, so it's.
And it sounds like we have
they're saying it's related to Nancy,
man and
but
a woman.
we don't
I'm
know.
going to rewind this to the very beginning so we know.
All right,
everything
let's hear it
that's
from the
going on.
beginning. 'Cause I
Thank
was
you for
running
giving
my
me
note.
the heads up. Lori, I believe it was. Here we go.
On the ground in Pima County
Excellent.
with breaking news, Brian.
Yeah, Katie, sorry, it's a little dark. We're in our car, and there is an active SWAT situation happening right now. Earlier, I reported that the SWAT team was staging. They have now moved in on a house in Pima County. And again, we're keeping our lights off because we're very, very close to where this is happening. And we don't want to interfere at all. And we don't want to reveal our location, obviously. We don't want to compromise the investigation. But I know that they have already, from what I can tell, pulled 2 people out of the house, and I know that this is connected to the Nancy Guthrie investigation. That I have confirmed. Whether this is going to pan out into something significant, or whether we're going to sort of see what happened the other night with the man who was detained and then released, that I cannot tell you. But the amount of resources.
What happened? What happened? Why did it stop?
I think you're muted.
Thanks, Eva. So prior to Brian Etten going live, I was sent a message from a source, a retired law enforcement officer in Arizona. They sent an email saying, I'm 100% positive that the current TAC operation stems from one of the publicly released videos, one of the Ring camera videos that's been released. That's my only confirmed lead so far. I don't know if that's true. We know from the start of this case, we've been all over the place with factual information changing, making it not so factual. And so that's where we were before this. One of the reasons why I continue.
Why would you do that?
Reviewing Ring camera, why we were reviewing it before this news broke. So that's that. Don't know if it's true. It would seem to line up with what news and media were saying earlier, that law enforcement was following up on these camera surveillance footage. Sorry, I got distracted. They were following up on surveillance footage from social media and ones that people had submitted. So we don't know, but obviously it looks like they are following up on leads. We shall learn soon, I guess, like last time with Carlos, who this is. Let's listen in for further details from Brian.
All right.
Here is massive. We saw dozens of SWAT members. We saw at least 2 SWAT trucks fully armored. There's the FBI that is now out here. There's the Pima County Sheriff's Office.
2 people, a man and a woman.
There's at least, I must have followed at least 2 dozen sheriff's deputies and FBI cars into this neighborhood where I am now. So
2 people, a man and a woman, and a traffic stop.
I have again
They're at a
confirmed
house.
that this is related to the Nancy Guthrie investigation. That this is a SWAT operation.
It is related to
the 2 people
Guthrie.
out. So I wanted to wait to come on until I knew that we were not putting any, law enforcement in jeopardy. Like before they went in, they have already gone in.
I wonder how he got the scoop and nobody else did.
See how this plays out.
But Brian, you say that there were 2 individuals who were pulled out.
Because JLR, they're all across
the
town,
sheriff's department,
someplace else.
The SWAT team. The SWAT team, just to
So,
clarify, is from the sheriff's
got
department.
punked.
This is not the FBI SWAT team.
They got punked.
That's right. It's the Pima County Sheriff's SWAT team. I did not see the FBI SWAT team. I know that the hostage rescue team, which I've reported in the last couple of days, I know they're also in Tucson right now. But it is the Pima County SWAT team that
Thank you, Elizabeth.
They are the ones that moved in on this particular house.
With the 2 individuals you saw pulled out, were they in handcuffs?
What does that mean?
Walked out?
I mean,
Did they look like they were
is it
being
another
arrested
false?
or just detained?
So it was a man and a woman, and it was hard to tell because it's so dark. And some of this is from sources. Some of this is not what I saw a little bit of it, but I'm also hearing that from several sources in terms of who was pulled out. So I couldn't see if they were handcuffed. But I am told it was a man and a woman, and there may also be a traffic stop close by that's also involved, which I'm trying to sort of piece that part of the puzzle together right now. But again, I do know for sure that this is connected to the Nancy Guthrie investigation.
I know you can't give us a lot of information about your location, but can you tell us if this is close to Nancy Guthrie's home, if this is somewhere outside of town? I mean, earlier this week we had a man detained in Rio Rico, which is about 60 minutes south of Tucson, very close to the Mexican border. He ended up being released, although the FBI and Sheriff's Department did take some electronics from the home where he lived. So is there any information you can give us about just the general area of where this may be happening?
He said about 30 minutes away.
Yeah, so we're in Pima County. We're about 30 minutes from, I would say roughly 30 minutes from Nancy Guthrie's house. So we're not very far away. It's very, very dark out here, by the way. They don't have streetlights in this neighborhood either. But yeah, it's in Pima County. So much closer than when, like you said, when we went to Rio
So we
Rico.
can't forget that, journalism is cutthroat too. So if you want to get the scoop, and this is your like bread and butter, you're going to get the scoop. And your other journalist buddies are not putting food on your table. So, also, it seems like Brian Enton has a little bit more ethics than a lot of the journalists, YouTube creators, journalists, or whatever. I remember distinctly during the Idaho case, and it was a hearing, I think, and the Gonzalez's were there. They were the ones who mostly went into court. I don't think the Chapins went. I think that Maggie Mogan's, maybe her parents went, but mostly Gonzalez's went. And so something happened, and all of a sudden a herd of reporters and journalists went running down the sidewalk. And so Brian was talking, and then he turned and he started running. He thought something happened, and then he could see that it was the family they were chasing, and he was like, "Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm not chasing them." So he has a different kind of like he can play the game, but he's not going to get stupid about it or obnoxious.
Suspects, because it was said by other people that there could be 2 suspects, and Twitter's going to do the little spinny thing, so I'm going to download the video. Give me 1 second.
So much, if this is
what do you think? You're over there looking
so much for that guy who was going to turn the kidnapper in.
You're looking for Savannah Guthrie's house?
I don't know.
Or where's she staying on Airbnb?
Or it could be the guy who was trying to turn the kidnapper in.
Posted a picture of it
They could have tracked
back
him.
to the article that I had pulled up that they changed
Could be that.
the picture on the article. That's what I was asking you if you screenshotted it because I didn't that day.
But are you thinking it's related to this that's unfolding right now, or?
Let me finish. That's where I was going. So I was watching another stream and people were putting out an address that they heard on the scanner. So I'm just over here typing in addresses as I see them in other chats. And one of the houses that I pulled up is near where everybody was saying that they were staging earlier. And
Yeah, someone's saying false information, but
yeah, well, a lot of it was. But the house looked just like the one that was in the Daily Mail article.
Which was what?
I think everyone keeps jumping. Like, it's really actually annoying me. So I'm like, everyone automatically assumes since day one, that it's going to be a band member, that it's going to be Tommaso or Annie. And they wouldn't have gone down to the Mexico border for the suspect. Like, they are digging deep and hard on this. If it was that easy, it would be that easy. And it's just, I don't know. It's irritating.
What is that called?
I'll urge caution to everyone. Again, I keep saying it. There are so many different things that come over the emergency radio scanner. People think that because they heard one thing related to this, that everything over the police scanner is going to be related to this. And these are just addresses of other events, people, well-being checks, domestic violence calls. And it could be right. I just urge people to use caution.
Yeah, because you could be coming in on
leaving
cause problems.
the scene here
Big
where Brian
problems.
Anton is. I'm going to put that full screen. Here that is.
It could cause problems. Somebody could get hurt or killed just for your scoop. So now where are they at? Who is that? I mean, they're just showing sheriff trucks pull away. Oh, it could have been Enton's. Yeah. They're just showing sheriffs. I suppose I could pull it up on, because this laptop is so old that it gets really hot when I watch live streams, or if I'm doing.
We are back.
If I'm doing heavy, where the little RAM thingamajig is going.
Those more local law enforcement agencies, as they've been trying to search for a new break in this case, knowing that the suspect could be anywhere.
Yeah, so it seems, because I was told the FBI is here also, so it seems like there is some coordination. It's interesting, I learned from several sources today that when we were in Rio Rico that night, it was yet another example of the FBI being upset with the sheriff's office. Apparently the way that went down was not very well coordinated, and they were not kept in the loop the way they expected.
Pretty lies and alibis.
But it seems like so far tonight, from what I'm hearing, the FBI is part of this operation. Again, this is all kind of unfolding right now. So
Pretty Lies and Alibis is doing the same thing I'm doing.
I'm just getting kind of like real-time reports right now, so I don't know all of the agencies who are here, but I know it's the FBI. I know it's the Pima County Sheriff's Office for sure.
All right, Brian, stay there. We're going to keep you on the screen, and if you need to go, of course, just let us know, and we'll get back to you. Also bringing in two other people now, former police chief Jeffrey Halston and 34-year law enforcement veteran Randy Sutton.
So that is interesting. You can see here.
That's weird.
You're able to see this.
She doesn't have premium?
I'll put this full screen.
That's shocking.
Maybe the background lights will get. She's been trying to figure out where they have been for quite some time. There's an initial shot on News Nation with like a brick wall. But I think that people are jumping to addresses just because they hear addresses. And as I said earlier, when SWAT shows up, it goes tactical, and we're not going to be hearing addresses on the radio. And it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to hear addresses, right? SWAT is deployed one time 4 hours ago. They go there. They're not going to keep repeating that address. They know the address. So people keep grabbing these addresses from the police scanner and thinking that it's related. And I did it myself the other night. We heard Mission Street, Eva, which was an associated address for someone that did work at Nancy Guthrie's house. Immediately jumped to conclusions.
Yeah, you got to be careful because
woman that was
you don't want to be.
So,
you don't want to be.
Yeah.
I don't think they were all from the scanner. I was just on down my own little rabbit hole here. I was just putting in addresses just to see. I was mainly going on Google Maps, pulling up the addresses to see if there were, like, you know how it'll show like traffic or roadblocks. I was trying to get about an idea of where they were, but I don't know the area that Brian is in. If you look at that picture right there, like it looks like they're higher up. So
yeah, it looks like they're in the mountains, right?
Which that first area that we got where they were staging, it's like literally right at the foothills, like right at the start of the mountain. There's a resort there, but there's several neighborhoods below it, so they could have really been anywhere.
Folks in the chat saying that Eva has echo. I don't hear an echo, but you guys hear an echo?
Yes.
Oh no, am I echoing now? Are you muted? Stay muted for a second.
I'm muted now.
Test.
No echo.
Test. If he's unmuted, I'm good now, Irina. Yes, echo.
You're good.
Okay. No echo now? Yes, no. Thanks, guys. This is great. Yes, it's bad. Better now. You sound good. Okay. Yeah, if me and Nerdy are unmuted at the same time, I will echo.
Has nothing to do with that. I had the system volume up, so 2 audio. It's Friday the 13th. I told you everything that will go wrong.
They're a
Can
cute
go
couple.
wrong, will go wrong, whatever it
They're
is.
husband and wife.
But I had the chat audio.
When I started watching them, I don't think they were married at the time.
It's my fault. I was right. I was just
At least I didn't
20 minutes
know
too
if they
early
were
when I
not.
posted the link saying someone had been detained. So that worked out.
Right, well, I'm just sitting here watching
got
somebody
3
else's
Starbucks-
stream while
Starbucks egg bites
I'm
today,
live.
and I was right. I was
How's my
just far
battery?
too early.
Good. I mean, there's so many things I need to be doing right now.
Yeah,
It's not even funny.
something.
My little girl's resting
shouldn't have
comfortably. She had a little
echo
bit of
even
an
when-
upset
a
belly
little bit of
today
echo
because
when- okay.
I gave
usually
her
mute anyways when we're both.
carrots, with
It's
her
been a
part
long
of her
day,
meal today, and
Kathy says
I gave her
technically
too
make
much,
it better,
and
my
she'll
whole
eat them
computer froze up
all.
earlier.
She loves
Do you guys?
you know,
I think this is
all
what we've
her
been waiting for. I
extras,
think it's
but
going to be about an hour or
upset
two
her stomach a little bit.
before we know names, even maybe longer. Do you guys want to resume watching the rest of the Ring camera, or do you guys feel like this is it? They got their man. The person detained is it. We're done with this case. Capiche? What do you think?
Well, now I want to know who it is now.
Yes. We're not done.
I feel like I know people are going to jump to conclusions. It's going to be the band member. It's going to be Tommaso or Annie. But I feel like if it was Annie and Tommaso, like Brian recognizes them and he'd know it wasn't just a man and a woman detained. He'd be breaking that shit all day, every day, right?
He seems like he's far back from wherever they were. He said you could tell that it was a man and a woman, but he couldn't even tell if they were handcuffed. So I don't know. It could literally be anybody at this point. It's interesting that it's 2 people that are detained as opposed to just the
And
one
it's
that we
30
had the
minutes
other
away.
night. That whole situation still doesn't make any sense to me. And it doesn't give me a lot of hope for this right now, because we could be sitting here and 3 hours from now and they're like, oh, they're released.
Yeah, it may be the same thing as like it was the other day.
News Nation.
Maybe it's
on
the
from Brian.
person who knows who the
Two
kidnapper
folks. I'm
is.
just gonna go live, make sure we're not missing anything. Oh, maybe. Oh,
Who's that?
hold on.
Here, Katie. Yeah, it looks like it's about to move. Let's see if this is one of the SWAT trucks that's leaving. We're kind of trying to stay around the corner
Well,
right
how's
now.
he
just
getting
because
okay, News
there's a
Nation?
perimeter set up
He
and
doesn't
we
do that.
ended up inside the perimeter, so we're just trying to stay out of the way a little bit, Katie.
So, Brian, you're saying that this SWAT vehicle is trying to leave the premises or just move?
I think so. Yeah, here it goes. Can you see? Can you see it? It looks like. Is this one of the SWAT?
I mean,
Yeah, that looks like one of the SWAT cars that trucks that is now maybe about to leave or stopping in the middle of the road here.
at least
And
he
I would
closed his
imagine
doors.
a lot of these SWAT guys are brought in just for the initial takedown, just preparing for the worst, really.
And
So if these people came out the way we know they did, there wouldn't really be much of a need for all. I mean, there's a ton of SWAT deputies that showed up here that haven't left yet. So it doesn't surprise me that some of them would be leaving now that they're realizing, okay, these people aren't going to put up a fight. There's not going to be a shootout, that kind of thing. So I think we're probably going to see some of them leaving soon. And I think that's what's happening. Although now they've they've stopped in the middle of the road.
Okay. Brian Enton, hang tight. We will come back to you when you have more information. Thank you so much.
Here we go.
There's a
This man lived. What's from Mercier Officer Brian Dean Wright and former head of the FBI.
So they're just
We
leaving.
know that 2 individuals were taken out of a home, Katie. We know that this is an operation connected to the Nancy Guthrie investigation. We are in a neighborhood just a couple of miles from Nancy Guthrie's house. There is some kind of intelligence that led law enforcement to this house tonight, and possibly a traffic stop also involved close by, which I'm still trying to nail down. We've been kind of waiting tonight. The SWAT team was staging, as I was telling you earlier, at a couple of different locations. We got an indication that something was going to happen tonight, and then they moved in on this house.
That's just nerdy addicts, nerdy addict and Eva.
And it's the Pima County SWAT team out here, a ton of deputies, the FBI
that I'm listening to.
It's a massive presence
for
out
updates.
Here. And we're just kind of waiting to see what
JLR,
happens next.
I think they're still sitting in the rain someplace else.
And we don't know if they're going to take someone away to be questioned. We don't know what's going to happen next, Katie.
Did you see the
Let's
individuals
look it
that
up.
came out of the house? Were they in handcuffs, or were they simply being led away from the location?
I think they found the
I
location.
couldn't tell. It's dark. It's raining tonight. It's actually the first time it has rained since I've been here for almost 2 weeks, and it's quite a bit of rain tonight. And they don't allow. There's this light ordinance here, which I'd never heard of before, but they don't. Which I never
Hang on one second.
too. It's like literally pitch black here at night because they don't allow people to.
So I think they found it. They figured it out.
We are here, guys.
Yep, they figured it out.
We are here.
I'm going to just
Share it out.
I'm just gonna park right here. All right, we got something going on.
They figured it out.
Holy smokes!
Here we are, guys.
Come on right here. Come on right here.
Let's try not to get my teapot there. And my messy counter. Mod Podge.
What's that noise?
You're making people move up.
Okay, wait. Let's just get in.
You wanna get out?
In a second. I'm trying to.
Sure.
Dude, the whole neighborhood's filled with people.
Trying to.
I'm gonna turn around a minute. Dude, the whole neighborhood's filled.
Let's. All right, that's not working. Let me do it this way. It's just showing. Okay. Oh, just. There is a lot of people on there.
I'm getting out of this spray. This is crazy. I'm gonna go up here and park. Get away from this. I'm gonna park right here. It's better in here. All right, let's go investigate. Let's go see what's going on. Tripod time.
All right, let's do
Get
this.
everything in. Stay with me. We'll see what's going on here.
Let's get JLR on here.
All right, got it.
I'll come back to. Oops. Oops. What is this doing? Come on. Oh, I'd like to go back and see when he found out. I mean, you're not going to really see anything right now. It's so dark. It's just a black screen. We can listen to him. It's just a black screen. There we go. Nothing. It's just him getting loaded up. Who else knew about it, though? Because there's a bunch of... When he pulled up, there were...
Exit. I need the space. I need you to move. Thank you. Move away from here.
There's the English accent.
He's going to walk right up to the house. Like, the cop... Okay, it's not even the house that they're at. He's just walking up to somebody's house in somebody's driveway. And he's plopping himself right there. I think he's on private property. Oh, so they're blocking the, like...
All right, we're going to use this as a staging ground here.
Yeah, it's just in somebody's yard. All right, well, I'm going to get off. And if anything pops up, I'll come back on. But right now, he's just plopping. The cops are blocking the street. And I'm going to get on this one too.
All right, so we are on a thing called...
He's going to give out the address.
A road called...
Why? Why are you going to do that? Like...
So, this is crazy. I'm going to keep it here for a minute.
Yeah, don't blast.
We'll evaluate the situation.
Yeah.
They had the road blocked off.
Good. Don't blast. It's because, it's not good. They're trying to do something. They're trying to find this woman. Maybe she's in that house. Imagine if she was in that house. I mean, if she's still alive and she's, because it's like a middle-class neighborhood where they're at right now, that they had her in the house and they were taking care of her. Like, that was one of my thoughts, that it was actually a home health aide who had the capability of taking care of her situation. They had, or they knew how to handle it, or they had some meds stashed away because they were planning this. I mean, it's possible, that they had her locked down in a room and she had her own, bathroom, and they would feed her and take care of her medical needs. And they were asking for the ransom. I don't know. Just saying. And whoever was making the ransom demands were doing it off-site and able to, stealthily put out those demands and not get caught. But they got DNA in the house of unknown origin. I mean, the sheriff was like cagey about where exactly the DNA they found, not related to family or helpers or anything in the house. But like I said, it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be the actual person who is the home health aide. It could be somebody related to that person. And they planned this together. People are just like, You know, he's got all his equipment, and he's walking up, and he's like, the cop's like, "Can I help you, sir?" Like he's gonna walk right through the barricade, and he's like, he must have said, "Yeah, I'm here," and he's like, "No, no, just get back by the barricades." Now it looks like somebody may live there. She may have to get in. Well, she knows somebody who lives there. Like if anybody lives back there.
We're gonna see what happens here.
Because they're not going to let anybody in. I wonder where Brian Ensign is. Let's see if Nerdy has him still on. What's going on?
Anyone know my name?
You think that cop's going to answer you, JLR? Really? Nobody's going to talk to you. You're about ready to, blast the address or even just the location where you're standing, which is BS.
I just got here, man. I was too far away. I was at another spot. Yeah. And then I got this one. Everyone was misled or something. The only one person, it seems like Brian Etten was the only one that got it. Etten got it.
Somebody pumped them all except for
identity here. Here's a mother and a son. So I have a number or address. I'm gonna look it up and see if I can find out.
Oh, how do you get the address? But they punked everybody except for Brian Ensign, which is weird. Either he knew to follow somebody or they allowed him to cover it. That seems weird. But they were all punked. I wonder if Rabbit got on there.
Evil unit, if needed, they're probably on standby as well. So while Brian is there, just because SWAT would depart doesn't necessarily mean it's 100% secure. Please be safe and watch your back while you're out there.
Yeah, Brian, can you describe more of what you're seeing? I know that you talked to us earlier about how two people were taken out of the home, a man and a woman. You said it is dark there. Tucson is a dark sky city. It's pitch black without any kind of lights, as you mentioned. But have you seen any other movement of people in and out of the house?
He's behind the barricades.
And I'm trying to decide when I'm going to get out and go look. I mean, just to be totally transparent with you, we somehow made it into the perimeter, Katie. So we are very close to where this is happening. So I know the minute we start moving around too much, I'm probably going to get kicked out. So I'm trying to be, and I also want to be respectful to law enforcement since we did manage to get so close to this happening. So
the location is up on your screen.
Out, but I'm kind of parked. I'm trying to look around the corner where the SWAT truck came around, but at the same time, I'm trying to lay low for the moment, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I would say, as Chief Olson said, I would make sure they know why you're there and what you're doing, given their high stress levels and their investigation.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
I want to know how he
Chief,
got there.
Given the amount of firepower we have here, we have 2 SWAT trucks. Brian mentioned a dozen vehicles, both FBI and Sheriff's Department. Clearly, this looks like a tip they think is going to lead somewhere. But we also saw this earlier in the week down in Rio Rico, and it ended up not producing a suspect, although it did produce electronic devices. So what are we looking at here, and what does this mean for the future of the investigation?
Well, that's a pretty typical tactical response, having that many assets there, because remember all the videos we saw.
All right, folks, we're here live.
So they got JLR got punked, and all the other people. I wonder if, hang on, let me see if Courtroom Confidential, if he's out there.
6215.
No, he's not out there.
Huh? Resident lives there. Let him in. It's going to be a long night, folks. Come on in, JLR Investigates. 6215. 6215.
What's going on here? All right, like I said, I'm gonna get off now.
I am so shooken up from what I just seen. That just shocked me. All I'm gonna say is, oh my God, I don't even want to tell you. I don't even want to tell you what happened. Oh my God. Oh my God. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Never. Oh my God. I'm shaking. I'm literally shaking.
What?
Oh my
This is
God.
another channel, television. I don't really
Oh
watch.
my Lord.
I don't watch
I
this
thought it had
person.
something to do. Somebody, guys, was unalived with a weapon that goes bang to the head. Okay? We just ran up on a murder scene. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Did you call the cops?
Oh my God. Oh, I couldn't believe it. When they see me run up with the camera, they started to cover it up.
Oh my God. Did you call 911?
Hold on. Hello? Okay. Oh, the traffic stop is? Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, that person's not going to court. Okay? There ain't no way in hell. Not with what I seen. I will never unsee that. Yeah. Let me put this camera down. You can see the police guys. This is all connected. Oh my God.
Oh wow.
Oh my God.
This is a person named Television.
That was unreal.
I don't watch him.
All right, I'll call you back. All right, bye.
I guess
Guys,
he's on
I'll
the
just show you the
scene.
police vehicles. I'm not going to point it that way. You do not need to see what I seen tonight. Oh my God. You do not want to know what I just seen. Oh God. I mean, shit. Unreal. Look at. I'm just going to show you the police vehicles. It is lined up with police guys. I don't want to point
This
you.
must be okay. All right, this guy is kind of annoying sometimes.
God.
Like the few times that I've seen him, less than a handful,
oh my God.
he's just been annoying.
Oh my God, guys. I wanted to tell you what I saw. I ain't going to tell you what I saw. Oh my God. I was not expecting that tonight. You know when y'all see me running up? There's an unalive person on the ground. On the ground. Now they're reporting that there's an accident on the next street over from where they're at. I took that whole video down. I don't know what the camera's saying or whatever it may be, but there is a body on the ground. It wasn't covered. When they see me run up with the camera, they started to cover it up. Oh my God. My heart, it just dropped out my... I wasn't expecting to see that. I was wondering why they were bent down in front of that truck like that. And I was like, I think this is a traffic stop. I don't think this is right.
Apparently, this is
like,
the traffic stop
and see what they're doing.
Brian Etten was talking about.
Oh my God. I wasn't planning on seeing that. Oh my God. I'm in like total shock. Now, this. Oh my God. Look at all the police. Oh my God. Now, I don't know exactly where this is in the neighborhood. I'm going to put this down. I don't want to show that. Oh my God. My heart just stopped.
I don't know if it's related. Brian Etten said there was a...
oh my God. So I don't know if it's on the other side.
Related to the ransom messages. That would be interesting.
DJ, if you're watching, send that to my DMs, that picture, because I don't know where they're exactly at. They may have wrapped it up. Oh my God. I'm still in shock. Holy cow. I wasn't prepared for that tonight. Oh my God.
All right. Oh my God, he is annoying.
Yeah, we took that video down, guys. We took that down. That got deleted. That don't need to be seen by nobody. Now, I don't know if the video caught any of it, but I seen it. I seen it with my own eyes. That.
All right, I got to get off here. I'm just sitting here.
Oh my God.
Like listening to somebody else.
Oh my God.
So this is Dolly Vision. I think years ago I might have caught him on some kind of live, and he was just really like, it seemed like he was always kind of begging for money. So I've never subscribed to him, but I happened to catch.
That. Okay, I got somebody with some bright lights behind me.
Say that he gets money to go to these crime scenes, and he gets himself a nice hotel. Everybody pays for it. He flies all over. He's from Virginia, and he just spends most of his time in the hotel room. And he's not like, he doesn't do the whole boots on the ground for any real length of time. So, you know, so they're paying for him to travel around the United States.
All right, hold on. Hello?
So I don't know where he's going now. Like if he's going to the where everybody else is, or he just.
Guys, sorry. I am so shooken up from what I just seen. I am that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, because it says it's 18 minutes from here.
So he's all lost.
That's the incident.
And that's the other thing. He goes places and it seems like he gets lost. I don't know. I'm not knocking him. I'm just knocking him. I'm just because he's.
As I turned around, I was like, that video, PJ, the video got to come down immediately. Oh, the traffic stop is. Oh my God.
All right.
Oh my God. Well, that person's not going to court.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm tired of listening to that. All right. And I'm sure you're tired of me just sitting here watching other people stream when I can't even get my own stream going here. I can only do my YouTube live on the YouTube app and not like StreamYard. Nancy Grace, don't scare me like that. But anyway, so that's it. That's a wrap. I got to take little Miss out, and it's time for her little nighttime meds. But thanks for watching. If you're out there watching, sorry I don't have my all my little setup going like everybody else. I think I'll like I said, I have to get into StreamYard, or there's another platform that I can use to where I could actually play it simultaneous or side by side, where anybody who's watching can see it instead of me trying to hold my phone up or trying to hold my other laptop up. So, but I'm gonna get off here and have a good night for anybody who's watching, anybody who came in. Thanks, appreciate it, and talk to you soon. Let me say good night. Alrighty. See you next time.